Everybody laughing. I'm like,
keep it 100, I'd rather you trust me than to. Keep it a whole 100, don't got you, I got nothing. Hey, I got something. Hold up.
hi Ryder, look, welcome back to my motherfucking channel. And hi, I know it has been forever since I've done a story time. Everybody keeps messaging me like, where's the story time? Where's the story time? Lots been going on, my friends. Like, people are back to work, kids are in school. Like, I got a new baby. It was easier to just not film and not edit. That's just what happened. But I am back today with another story time. I'm going to be like semi-committed to giving you 2 a month. So which means not next week, but the following week, you should have a story time. Depending on how lazy I am. But the last story time I saw, I think was like my most embarrassing moment. I cannot remember. This is going to be about another embarrassing moment. Before that, let's get into the writer. I know you guys have not seen the writer in of the week 4 weeks, but this writer is like super special to me because this is like the first interaction like this that I had. So my writer, I'm going to put her up here. Her name is Riyah, and this is Shaeja, who's my sister. Shaeja, best friend, Tanaja's sister. Riyah. She is so dope. She is so pretty. And like a month ago, my sister was on FaceTime with her best friend, and like her best friend's sister was like that's Riyah. Like, she was like so excited that like I was in the background of the FaceTime. Like, I got one FaceTime with her. Like, first of all, we both was like, nah, let me fix my hair. I'm like, let me throw my hat on. She's like, let me fix my hair. And I'm like super gassed, like, let you fix your hair. So I get on the camera with her, and like she started crying, like, oh my god, right? It was the cutest thing like in life, and it made me feel so good. So I'm happy like that y'all won't be caring about me. I'm like, oh, she like really cried when she saw me, and it was like really cute. She's like really cute. Go check out her Instagram. I'm gonna put it under her picture. Her Instagram lit, okay? So go check out her Instagram, and let's get it with Riyah. So that is going to be our writer of the week. Thank you Riyah so much for making my day that day. If you guys want to be a writer, you already know you got to hit up my Instagram or my Snapchat, and I randomly pick you guys. So that's it. Let's get into story time. Like I said, it's going to be another embarrassing moment. And like I told y'all before, every time I had like a really embarrassing moment, it just involved somebody that I like. But I guess, I don't know, like I always get embarrassed in front of somebody that I like. So if you guys don't know, when I was younger, I lived with my grandmother. My mother had got us back when I was like 9 going into 10, or like 10, maybe 10 going into 11. But it came a point in time when my mother's boyfriend, Mr. James, left her. That's a whole other story time in and of itself. So when he left her, we ended up having to separate. So me and Shaeja had to go live with my nana again, back on Bergen Street. And Shaeja, Kiki, and Alki lived with my Aunt Lala with my mother. So my mother decided to live with my Aunt Lala with Kiki and Alki, and me and Shaeja, since we were the oldest, stayed with my nana. It wasn't an issue, but I guess being separated from my mother and then being back with my mother and then being separated again was a lot. So like it was days that like I would be hella like depressed. So like, if you've never been depressed before, I guess you don't get it. But like it was times like I would wake up and know I have to go to school, like, and like I just didn't want to get out of bed. Like I didn't want to do anything. Like I didn't want to like get in a shower. I didn't want to brush my teeth. Nothing. So at this time I was in 7th grade, and I was going to Spencer. Or was I in 8th grade? I can't remember when I did this play. I might have been in 8th grade. It might have been 8th grade. So by the time I was like 12, it was 8th grade. So by the time I was like 12, 13, I decided that I wanted to act. And like my school had like an acting program or whatever. And then I'm like, okay, if you go to the acting program, you go to Arts High, because I wanted to go to Arts High when I was in 8th grade. So the drama department at Spencer had put on a play every single year, and like you would audition to be in this play. So I auditioned to be in a play, and I got like the lead role. And the boy that I liked had got like the opposite lead role. And then so I was gassed. So I was gassing, like I used to rehearsal with my friends, and like it was like a lot of cursing and like a lot of, it wasn't any like kissing or anything like that because we was only in 8th grade, but it was like a lot of like pretending that you were about to kiss and the lights going out like that, so you were like close in each other's face all the time. And like we used to rehearse like every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and like when it got closer to the show we was rehearsing like every single day. Now mind you, while this is going on, I'm in the process of my mother losing her apartment in East Orange, like because she wasn't able to pay the bills, and like us being uprooted from that, moving from East Orange, me and Shaija moving back in with my nana, and my mother not living with us, like living, I only live on Haddon Terrace, which is like a few blocks away from Bergen and Avon, but that was the point, we wasn't living with my mother. So those were all happening at the same time. So like it would be days that like I was like so like so like out of it, like I just I don't know, I was just so depressed. So like one day we was rehearsing, and I remember we had to not rehearse in Miss Johnson class, we was rehearsing in Miss Bell class this day. I don't know why we wasn't rehearsing in Miss Johnson class, but the boy that I like was like a part of this group of boys who just like used to pick on everybody, right? So like, but they never like picked on me because I don't know, like we were like all friends, but like one time Shaija came in my classroom, and Shaija used to have short dreads back there when I was in Westminster. And she walked in the classroom, and the boy that I liked was like, God damn, she ain't got no hang time. Like they used to do stuff like that, mean stuff to kids, and like I guess you laugh until that shit affects you. So we were rehearsing on this day. It was like a really, really bad day. I woke up missing my mother. I was mad because my father didn't let us live with him, and I didn't know why we couldn't live with him. So I was like mad. Like I woke up angry. Like I was angry all the time. So I ended up like not brushing my teeth. So I went to school, and like by the time I got down my Spencer, I'm like, oh my God, I got play rehearsal and I did not brush my teeth. It was a store by Spencer, so I ran and I got some Tic Tacs. First of all, my name used to give us $1 every day. So Tic Tacs took 75 cents of my dollar. So I ain't had shit left, though I couldn't get a bag of chips. And now I think I got like a quart of juice or something. I ran to the store, got me some Tic Tacs. Bruh, I was done with them Tic Tacs by 12 o'clock. Like, and I was so annoyed because I'm like, I'm about to be in his face. Like my breath about to be rocking. Like I cannot believe I didn't brush my teeth. I was so like upset about it. Like I was getting sick. I made myself have a fever. I was actually at the nurse trying to get sent home and everything. Like this is how bad. Now I of course could have just like not went to practice, but that's not how Miss Johnson and them was. Like they saw you in school, you going to rehearsal. It's not no way around that. Like she'd like, Miss Deutsch, where you going? Like no, like don't get your stuff. Like we going to rehearsal. She'd have walked us down there, so it was no way I could just left. So I was trying to do everything to get sent home. All right, so now rehearsal comes. We in the class. So when it's time to rehearse our parts, I had like this disgusting feeling in my stomach. Like my stomach was dropping every time I was opening my mouth to talk because I knew my breath was rocking. I knew my breath was rocking. So the whole time, like he wasn't saying nothing. Like the whole time he wasn't saying nothing until it got to like one of the last scenes, and like while we were rehearsing in the classroom, everybody else who in the play, like 16 other people, and the teacher is in the classroom sitting down at the desk watching everybody go over their scenes. So I think it was like the last scene in the play where like we got really, really close to each other in the face. So I'm saying my parts, I don't even remember what the lines was. I don't know why. I probably blacked the shit out of my head. We was getting close to each other, and I'm saying my lines like blase, 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 and like he was like, oh my God, Mariah, the breath rocking in front of every fucking body. It was one of the most embarrassing. I swear, like I could have cried. Like that's how embarrassed I was. Like it was in front of everybody, and everybody laughing. And I'm like, I'm about to cry. Like you don't know what I'm going through right now. I miss my mom and my dad won't let me live with him. Like, I wanted to cry so bad. But Miss Johnson already knew what was going on because Miss Johnson was a really, really good teacher. She was my favorite teacher. Like, she used to know what was going on with us. Like, so I talked to her about it. Like, so like she saw how hurt I was, and he wasn't doing nothing but like holding his finger. My breath probably was really wrong. I didn't forget. I just didn't brush my teeth that morning because like I was like in a bad mood. And I remember once I was going to school, but like he was just like, yo, bruh, like your breath is rocking, Riyah, like holding his nose. So Miss Johnson was like, cut it out. Don't, that's rude. That's disrespectful. Don't do that. So she saw a look on my face, so she's like, Riyah, everybody take a break. Mind you, everybody's still laughing. So she walked me outside and she talking to me. She's like, what's going on? Like, what's going on with your mother? Like, when are y'all going back with her? And I just broke down like, I don't know. Like, I think we're about to live in a shelter, which we ended up doing. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just having a bad day. I forgot to brush my teeth. She was like, I know you really like him. This probably is so embarrassing, but you know they'll forget about it and like she was doing everything to make me feel better. But I still had to go in there and rehearse and finish saying like the lines and stuff, like finish going through the play. So she was like, we're gonna go through the whole play one more time and then we're gonna be done. But like every time I had a scene with him, you could tell he was hella uncomfortable. Like, when am I going to hear this story time? Like, I just can't deal with it. I just can't deal with it. Listen, you never know what type of day somebody having. So, like, if somebody's breath stinks, just let them slide. Like, maybe they having a real rough day. But after that, I made sure every day, like, my shit was on point. Like, I'm like, bro, I cannot forget to ever do this shit again. Like, at the end of it, like, right, he didn't even end up doing a goddamn, doing a goddamn play. Somebody had to replace him. Because come to find out, he had told me this, like, years later, like, oh yeah, I ended up going to Atlantic City for my aunt's birthday or some shit like that. So, he chose Atlantic City over the play anyway, so it really didn't matter, like, but he wasn't in the play anyway. It was some ugly boy after that. Hold on. No, you can't do my hair. Why do you want to do hair? So he didn't end up doing it, and like, even though he had said that to me, they were some mean boys. I'm trying to tell y'all, these boys, this one group of boys in my school, like, they was mean. Like, they used to always hype on everybody. Like, if people ain't had like the same shoes and Timbs and ACGs as them and clothes as them, you know, Pepe was popping in. They used to have hella Pepe shit. Like, if somebody ain't had no Pepe, they used to roast them. Like, and I still liked him after that. Like, I still liked him after that. Like, bruh, that was so embarrassing. But just so you know, like, I just was going through a lot of stuff. Like, so I wasn't in the mood to brush my teeth that day. When I thought about it, I'm like, damn, I got rehearsal. And like, they be putting people on the spot. Like, yo, but it never happened to get okay. You never had to dig it. So that is my story time for this week. It was a very, very embarrassing moment. Like, don't laugh at me. I think probably like some people should be able to relate. Like, right? Everybody had like a moment. Oh my gosh. I'm back. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. All my information for you to follow me will be in the bottom part down below, but it's super easy. My Instagram is _simply_Riyah. My Snapchat is Riyah_her, and my Twitter is @Riyah twice. So I love you guys much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.